Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. First of all, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakodash, and double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who were well, and peace and salutations to all sister Achim. They're out there, of course, risking their lives and their freedom to bring out this Amath, which is the truth of the scriptures. Yahweh is the true, almighty, and powerful name of Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and his only begotten Son's name is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Bahashem, in the name, Recha, meaning spirit, Kodash is holy. Just said in the Paleo Hebrew, which is the language that has been returned unto the Hebrew Israelites, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And of course, since our seed has been scattered amongst the heathen, of course, our people may look like the heathen where they've been scattered to, the nations that I'm speaking of, all right? Now, of course, I'm going to go into this on the brother Mafa from Great Millstone Plaintables Camp, located here in Great Babylon, city of Philadelphia. Babylon being America, place of all confusion. All right, so you have it here off of The Verge, which this originally, I believe, Ach has sent me a link in which it was a video going into the technology of Adawam or Esau Edom. Okay, Adawam is Hebrew for Edom, okay, which Esau is Edom, and they of course are the wicked, in which they have given power by the Most High to be what? The sword of the Most High, which you read that throughout the scriptures, throughout I believe I quote it, it's the book of Psalms. It might be the 17th chapter. Let me see, Slach. 17 and 13, it says, "Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him and cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword." Right? Which we know that the sword is the Edomites. Okay, that's why they have that ability to have the best military, the best of everything. All right, that's their blessing. Okay, which you go back into the story, back into the headings, all right, are in the beginnings of our Ashiath, all right, Genesis, the 25th chapter, well, really, I believe it's the 27th chapter, which speaks about the blessing that was given to Esau by Isaac, which he received, right, in verse 40, Genesis 27 and 40, it says, "And by thy sword shalt thou live, and thou shalt serve thy brother." And let me read that from the top. It says, "And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck." All right, so you have it. That's the blessing of Esau. All right, Edom is the sword. Okay. Now, I just want you to understand that Esau weaponizes everything. Okay, in which we cannot be ignorant of Satan, which is the so-called white man, which Shaitan means, of course, enemy, all right, or adversary. And the so-called white man, who is Esau Edom, is the devil that the Bible speaks of, the deceiver. All right, you have it here that this particular Adawam, or Edomite, he made a tunnel underground for the Tesla, which I believe Elon Musk is, if I'm not mistaken, he's a CEO, or if I'm not mistaken, of Tesla, which, if you know anything about Tesla, I believe that's 100% electric car, if I'm not mistaken. But going to it, says, "I took a ride through Elon Musk's new tunnel in California." And it reads here that I am in a Tesla Model X behind the storefront of Elon Musk's plan to use to sell bricks. The bricks will come from dirt excavated from tunnels like the one I'm about to enter, in which he, of course, use his abilities and technology to start building bricks and such, because he, of course, these Edomites, they want to lessen the expense of everything, even though they have the blessing of all the money in the world and such. All right, they're very crafty and they want to utilize every dollar. But anyway, going on, it says this is O'Leary Station, the Model X. That's that particular Tesla. This is a car, a vehicle, which is plain faith no more's epic, pulls up to a place about the size of a standard parking lot and stops. People dressed entirely in black and only by the white logo of the boring company surrounding the car, and they get taller as the car starts to sink. And what you have to understand is that to access this, they have an armed guard, okay, which reminds me, of course, of martial law and such, okay, which I'm just using this by the way of speculation. These underground tunnels, okay, which he created in California. Who knows if they create more throughout the world, all right, to transport different weapons, okay, or even they could transport Jake or transport troops, okay, underground, all right, very swiftly, okay, express from one place to another, okay, without you even knowing, okay, as they have it just in, they say it's in a parking lot, which you would never think, all right, or otherwise thought or imagine. Now, I want to go into it because this is his company. It's called The Boring Company, but I want to go into it some more information. Just want to pick the bits, and I suggest I can, of course, look up into the different videos. All right, the inventor, which is Elon Musk, he's currently right now, he don't want that much. He of course is being publicized and such, but all of the details and such is being a bit classified and such. They had reporters weren't allowed to film certain things and such, okay. But going into it, you just see it's just an underground tunnel, okay, which he built. All right, and I must add, he built it, all right, without even the residents even receiving a notification, if I'm not mistaken. Now, let me go into some of this information. All right, so it says here that when you pick out the different information in this article, all right, they had, of course, the invited people to take a tour of it, or different people from the press and such, and they of course took a ride, which is, it says here, this is better than Disneyland. Another reporter says, excitingly, as we begin to pick up speed, I have not been to Disneyland, but it seems like scathing indictment. It says our top speed is 40 miles per hour, though as we get to the end of the tunnel we slow to 25. The entire trip through 1.14 mile, the tunnel takes 2 minutes to change. It says the ride is bumpy. There were some issues with the paving machine, not paving smoothly. It says Elon Musk, the founder and the principal investor, says later at the press conference, in the future you will be sure it will be absolutely smooth. And it, so this just be like the prototype and such, okay. It says Musk describes his own trip through the tunnel as epic. He continued, for me it was a eureka moment. This time is gonna damn well work. All right. It says this thing is gonna damn well work. All right. That's just Edomite talk. We would just say it worked well, or it'd be banging or something like that. But all right, this is Edomite. But anyway, it says in any event, is definitely a tunnel. The colored lights put me in the mind of Chicago's O'Hare Tunnel, or a very budget Olafar Elevation display. Besides the blue light, there isn't much to see. It doesn't seem strange, though, that we were taking the ride in a Model X, because until this evening, there were going to be automatic electric skates that zip passengers around at 120 to 150 miles per hour. It says these skates were supposed to carry 8 to 16 people in a pod or a single car. It says, unlike with a more conventional subway, these skates don't stop between where a person gets on and where they might get off. Every skate runs express to one final destination. So you see the technology right there. All right, it goes into it. Okay, speeds up. You have it here, 120 to 150 miles per hour. Okay, you have it here. This is just a Tesla Model X, right? It got a set of wheels facing sideways. Will be attached to autonomous electric vehicles. Okay, which, let me see, I just want to go into this word autonomous, which it means here having self-government. All right, so that of course is dealing with AI and such. Okay, which that's due to so-called white man. All right, you know, it's artificial intelligence using algorithm and such. Okay, they want things to just run electronically, independently from human control. Okay, which ultimately they want to RFID chip all the people on the earth, which, you know, that's their new world order. Okay, but that's another lesson for another time. But it's of course important for you Israelites to know, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans, that that is the plan of the agenda of the so-called white man. All right, Esau, Edom, the elite of them. You read that in Book of Revelations 13, starting at 15 and down to 18. But reading on, it says, like the Model X I was in, Musk says that the autonomous electric vehicle will do, meaning will do, and it says meaning no gas cars. So they only want electric cars. It says, which is the Tesla. The speed estimates haven't changed. Even with the guide wheels replacing the skates, and they got wee bumpers too as well. Okay, which helped it from crashing against the walls of the tunnel. Anyway, going into it, it says even with the guide wheels replacing the skates, and some of the system vehicles will be dedicated pedestrian, or some of the system vehicles will be dedicated pedestrian transport. The rest will be private. Okay, so look at that. And like I said, this ain't gonna be for everybody. Okay, this is definitely going to be for those who are what. Mostly these damn Edomites, all right? They're speculating. But it says, Musk figures the tunnel will cost 200 to 300. All right? Let me see. Let me read this again. Slach. It says, the rest will be private. Musk figures the guide wheel sets, which align the car with the walls of the tunnel, will cost 200 to 300. He showed the animation of the tracking wheels folding under the car, which you can see displayed on the screen right here. And it says here, the car and disappearing, the current tracking wheels do not seem to do this. At least I did not personally see them disappear. All right, so you have it here, another image. You see, and it goes, you know, from above ground, and it has an elevator which takes it beneath the earth. All right, it says here that the point is to create a highway underground, a high-speed set of arteries that allow drivers to join, which arteries, I believe that's dealing with, of course, roadways and such. All right, like a major artery. Okay, so artery, right, an important route or system of roads, just to be 100%. It says that allow drivers to join the very fast flow of traffic and to pull off their destinations. The elevators or spiral ramps or straight ramps, Musk isn't picky. Let the drivers join the subterranean traffic river. All right, so, you know, it going into, you know, this may be an answer, all right, to what? The congestion, all right, being in what, LA traffic, all right, in California and such. Okay, but we really understand what is really going on. Okay, it's definitely going to be used by, you know, the elite, you know, these Edomites, all right, to escape, All right, he said private use. All right, military use. You know, definitely for sure. Best believe it. All right, so I'm just gonna get into some scriptures and close out. This is gonna be the book of Ezekiel 28:3. It says, "Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel," which Daniel was a prophet of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, which he had, of course, he spoke the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You know, he broke down visions. All right, to what, Nebuchadnezzar. All right, you got Dan Ya'ala. All right, which Yahweh judge. All right, I believe that's Daniel's name meaning in Ba-Abariath or Baha-Abariath. Right. Don in the Hebrew is judge. Allah, right? Power. All right. So you got my power. So it says you got Don, which judge, Yah, Allah. All right. So Dan Yah Allah. All right. So, you know, Most High, my judge, basically, going into which is Yahweh, my judge. Okay, that's breaking down of Daniel's name. Okay, he's a prophet. Okay, Israelite, simple as that. Okay, going back, you know, just going to the Hebrew. I love Ahab, I love to go into the Hebrew, and Achim should as well. It says, "There is no secret that they can hide from thee," and that's talking about these Edomites. All right. You know, these Edomites are, you know, going into it. They're you know, the precept that go to this is wiser than the children. The children of this world is wiser than the children of light, or something of that nature, roughly paraphrasing. You know, these damn Edomites. All right. You know, the Lord gave them you know, things on the left hand side, okay, in which you could see it, like I said, the sword and such, and you see, you know, the blessing of technology. All right. You know, miracles, you know, which is the technology, and you read that in Revelation. I believe you can go into the Thessalonians as well, but I'm gonna go into some more scriptures. All right, this is the book of Haggai 2:22, and it reads here, "And I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms, and I will destroy the strength of kingdoms of the heathen." Right, so what, America, Great Babylon, is a kingdom of the heathen, all right, of the Edomites, okay, that hasn't been touched. The Lord is going to destroy and bring this place down. That goes with this tunnel, okay, as is written in scriptures. I believe it's written that they shall build up, and the Lord will throw it down. All right, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, so the Lord is going to destroy, all right, this kingdom, okay, being America or Great Babylon. It says, "And I will overthrow the chariots." Okay, so, you know, you go into the chariots, right, which you had, of course, in the ancient world, chariots which by horses and such. Okay, which when you go into the chariots, I want to just check that Hebrew word. You got ma rakab ba. So right, so I know rakab is talking about you know, like going into a vehicle and such, right? Chariot. Okay, I tend to use that ma. All right. Now, going forth, all right, which the modern day chariots is what? The vehicles that you drive, all right? That's why they say horsepower, all right, which you're going to get more into that. It says here that it's like, I'm going to read it back from the top. "And I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms, and I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms of the heathen." All right, which you see that the Lord destroying the strength of the kingdoms, you know, the economics, okay? The Lord is bringing them down, exposing all of these strongholds, just the witchcraft, the homosexuality, you know, the so-called white man, showing him that he painted over the images of the Israelites, okay, claimed himself to be God, all right, the Most High, all right. The Lord is doing that, all right. And it reads, "And I will overthrow the chariots," all right, or as you have it here by Ha'abariath, or in the Hebrew you have it it's that ma rakab. Let me see, just to make sure I go into it correct. So I guess it is rakab, but I want to make sure I go into it again. And give me one. It's a. Just was in the word actually, but it was. I believe it was Rakaba. I believe Rakaba. All right, but for the sake of time, I'm just gonna continue on. Akim, of course, if yeah, right here, Marakaba, right, Marakaba, all right, Marakaba, all right, continuing, all right, so yeah, and those that ride in them, all right. So these Edomites, and they ride in them, and also you, Jake. But I'm specifically talking about this Tesla shite. But it says, "And the horses and the rider shall come down, every one by the sword of his brother." All right, and that's basically it right there. I'm gonna go now to the book of Isaiah. Or let me see, I might go to Psalms real quick beforehand. Right, this is Psalms 40 and 16. It says, "Let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad." So let me get the actual precept I wanted. It's in this chapter. Just going into not trusting in these different things. All right, let me get one moment. Yeah, this is going to be the book of Psalms 40 and 4. Slach. It says, "Blessed is the man that maketh Yahweh his trust, and respecteth not the proud," which we know that Esau is what? They're the proud. They're a proud man, okay? Look was more stout than their fellow. You go into that. It's easy to prove that Esau is the proud. All right. It says, "Nor such as turn aside to lies." All right. So it's blessed. Right, which really is right here, Asharya, all right, which that means happy. Ashar is happy, all right. Gabar, which warrior, what's that? They got man. Gabar goes into warrior. Right, strong man, mighty man, warrior. Okay. It's good, of course, to go into these words. This is how you get to Tawab or good by Ha'abaryath. Okay. Continually just pushing yourself to read it, to Yadai, to know Ha'abaryath, the Hebrew. Going into it, yeah, so that's basically it. I want to go into that. I could continue, but I just want to get to the points and get out of here real quick because I gotta go to camp. All right, this is Isaiah 31, and this is gonna be 31 and 1. It says, "Woe to them that go down into Egypt for help." That Egypt. This is talking about America, where, of course, we went into captivity. All right, we're sold into bondage. All right, here. All right. This is Sodom and Egypt, as you read in the book of Revelation. All right, for help. All right, so the modern day Egyptians, obviously, is the Edomites. All right, because the original Egyptians are Matazarium. All right, they are Hamitic. Okay, it says, "And stay on horses and trust in chariots." All right, and these vehicles and such. All right, Dude might think he got a Tesla, he get access, private access to get and go in these underground tunnels. All right, because there's going to be a hell that's going to break loose, and they're going to utilize all of this technology. All right, because they are many, and the horsemen, because, and it, this going to the military as such, it says because they are very strong, but they look not unto Yahweh, or they look unto, not unto the Holy One of Yasharahla, neither do they seek Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, right? Yeah. Okay. So, that's basically it. You can't trust in all these different things. Just beware. Don't be ignorant to Satan's devices and such, because look at this. They got these things already, and not knowing, like I said, they didn't even notify the public, if I'm not mistaken. All right, in that area, they didn't know, and they definitely had to break different their own laws. All right, but that's basically it. Call Allah, Yahweh, Shem, Shabbat, Shem, Chakudash, and double honors to the elders and powers that great millstone. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.